Hello BookTube. So I thought it's about high time I did a formal introduction, and to do that I thought I would do the BookTube Newbie Tag. But before I start with that, let me start with a genuine introduction, because the one thing that I have not yet done to date is give you my name. So because I'm a teacher online, I have been known as Pan or Pan Alchemist for over a decade, because the last thing I want to do is be stalked by children. But I don't think many of my kids are likely to come onto YouTube looking for books. So I'm going to tell you my name. I'm Roz, or Rosalind when I'm in big trouble, but that we will discuss more when ShakeTube gets to As You Like It. But yeah, you can call me Roz. So let's start with the BookTube Newbie Tag questions. The first one says, why did you start this channel? And it's because I was starting to get a bit concerned. When people ask me, what do you do for fun? My honest answer would have actually been stalk readers on YouTube. So I thought it was time I stopped lurking and joined the fun and conversation. Yeah, 8 years of lurking. Number 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Well, I'm white and female, and that is definitely not unique to BookTube. So I'm going to go with the fact that I'm a backlist reader, so there's a chance that I could either remind you of books that you missed out on or planned to read and forgot about, what with all the new books that are constantly being mentioned. And as for fun, personality, I have no idea. Number 3, what are you the most excited for about this new channel? Well, I would love to make new book friendships, and I would like to have my book friendships that I have a two-way street, because some of the people that I consider my best book buddies don't even know that I exist. It's one of the side effects of stalking. Number 4, why do you love reading? Okay, so I'm guessing they want a more figurative answer to this, but I'm going to give you a very literal one. It's because my mom read to me as a child. It was what I considered normal recreational practices. And also, being an introvert, it allows me to sit all alone, nice and quietly, and interact with imaginary people who are not actually invading my space. Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? Okay. So let's get this clear. My mom read to me from as far back as I can remember. So this is probably going to be the Golden Hand series, followed by Noddy, and then Enid Blyton's The Famous Five. I was not 5 yet. I have always loved books. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Steve, what book would you recommend if I want to learn something about ... We've already had this conversation. It was very enlightening. Other than that, my questions would probably be technical, because currently I'm filming on an iPad and I don't know why it looks so unclear, indistinct, and the sound is dreadful. But when I tried to plug in a microphone, nothing worked. So we're making do with what we've got. Otherwise, there will be no BookTube channel for me. Number 7. What challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Time. Time is my enemy. I have an excessively demanding job, and until I manage to hijack a TARDIS or nick a time turner, I'm constantly going to be fighting deadlines. Like next week, the hectic term starts, and I have 3 weeks in which to set something like 16 exams. So you won't see me for 2 weeks. I probably won't be reading much for 2 weeks. I'll be reading a chapter at night, if I'm lucky, before I pass out due to exhaustion. This was actually the reason why it took me so long to start a BookTube channel, because I knew it was going to be a time commitment, and I can't guarantee time. Unfortunately, work does have to come first, but it's one of the reasons why I'm not going to spend a ridiculous amount of time editing videos. Most of them I'm going to be doing on the wing and just posting. Apologies. When it gets to holidays, which are a decent length, then I will sit and fiddle and maybe try and do something special. But during the school terms, what you get is what hit the record button, and that's it. Number 8, when did you start reading? So we're heading back in time again. 5, I know that I was reading when I was at school, first grade, so that was 5. But if you look over there, if I remember to put it there, that's going to be stupid if I don't remember to put it over there. That's me at the age of 2 with my gran. Where do you read? I read in bed every night before I go to sleep. As a child, my mom used to read me to sleep. As an adult, I read me to sleep. If I know that I'm going somewhere where I'm going to be stuck in a queue or in a waiting room, I will bring a book. I don't have the luxury of public transport, and so I don't get to read while I'm commuting anywhere, because reading and driving, I think, is up there with the dangers of drinking and driving. What kind of books do you read? So I mostly read fiction. I read all genres. I suppose it would be easier to say that I don't like Christian fiction and I don't read erotica. Apparently I have an objection to somebody screaming, "Oh God." Other than that, crime is my guilty pleasure read. When things start getting very stressful at work, then I like low IQ books that I can just enjoy for the fun of it, and I do enjoy them. As to non-fiction, I do biographies, autobiographies, memoirs, sometimes essay collections, but all of the above up until this week have been of authors. So, that was the BookTube Newbie Tag. Thanks to all of those, all of you who have already welcomed me to BookTube. I really do appreciate it. And to anybody who might find this channel, I'd love you to join. Thank you very much. Bye.